Hey everybody, lovely morning to you all. This is the final session in this May's second week, which is almost going to complete with a days of stable behavior we can expect from the markets today in India. After the consecutive 2 sessions of positive attempts in the way of bouncing back or attempting towards a recovery, somewhat it has managed to break and sustain above the core resistance point, particularly the interim behavior shift zone of us, that is 23,700. After it has claimed to move higher and close even in the 1 hour time frame above to that point of 23,700, there we have observed some conviction the markets have taken into constructing the current trend. But the sustainability was the only issue here because it could not close above the 23,700 as a interim behavior shift zone. If so, what it may be giving for the traders in today's move means? It is very simple. It will again try, or it will again take an attempt to break 23,700 with an attempt-oriented accents. Also, the consolidation can be seen on the Nifty side. That would be maximum taking the day's time. And after the consolidation, now and then you can here and there see the breakdown and breakout. Earlier trends may be giving the breakdown, and the probability will be very high for from the breakdown happened where to see the recovery towards the upside. So which means the strategies might be with a buy on dip as well as sell on rise. But the buy on dips may be up to 60% one can trust on or apply. And for the sell on, if it is nearing to the 23,700 until it is not breaking 23,700 level, but struggling to break, if you are seeing on the chart for the even 15 minutes or so, you can take or count every 15 minutes how it is getting closed when it is trading near to the 23,700. Say, for example, if the Nifty crosses comfortably 23,600 and consolidating between 23,600 to 650, then it is again breaking 23,650, but it could not move or break the 23,700 means where you can get the signal of the market is struggling to move or to reclaim the 23,700 as in the previous day. Because of the struggle you are going to see on the chart, you can there build the short position by the put options, trim the earlier holdings of your long position. That is the simple strategy one can follow in today's term. Once it breaks and closes in the larger time frame like 1 hour, above the level of 23,700, there you can shift your mindset and trading strategy, and informed decisions can be taken for building the long positions and not for short then after a confirmation above 23,700. If it happens so, 23,800 can be seen on the chart without any struggle. From the opening side, we can see a very flat and almost it is a stable opening, even though there are flat to mixed kind of trends in major global indices. Though it is still under the control of bears. The recent behavior, what it is telling, it is trying to come out of the selling zone. It is trying in the way of attracting the buying at the every meaningful support zones or dips and attempted to move towards breaking the immediate resistance and all. This is what the behavior you have to observe by the way of monitoring closely. In the case, if the same kind of attempts are being made, means you can confirm that the market's bottom is going to be formed very soon. But anyhow, it has not yet confirmed. Still, the markets are at least slightly under the control of bears, even though the recovery attempts are being taken. In today's move, after opening with a flat and a stable manner, as explained, the 23,300 to 23,700 will be the range for the Nifty maximum. The initial few hours, at least until 12 o'clock, at least we can see the consolidation and range bound activities between 23,300 and 23,700, where the stories and all what may be happening while nearing the resistance and nearing the supports and all can be as explained, one can follow. From the positional aspect, it is still clearly under the tone of sell on rise and under the control of bears. So the rebounds and all only for the purpose of reducing your long positions and building the fresh short positions in the way of buying put options or shorting the futures and options. Until it is comfortably and decisively breaks 23,700, closes above to that range for the consecutive 2 sessions, there will not be any positive outlook for the Nifty from positional aspect. So that's it for positional traders. One can listen and act. In today's move, the metal sector will be continuously engaging and dominating the movements on the markets. So we can expect the same for the day, but their strength may be slightly reducing when compared to the previous 2 sessions, when compared to the, in particular, the day before yesterday's one. Automobile can be on the mixed trend base, one can follow. Few automobile stocks like a Tata Motor, commercial vehicle, passenger vehicle and all having some pessimisms to attract the selling. And some stocks like a TVS Motor from the yesterday's fall, Bharat Foods and other auto ancillary stocks, a few of the auto ancillary stocks also expected to move higher. Apollo Tyres, based on the results, also can be watched out under the automobile sector. Energy, based on the ongoing pricing pressure for the crude oil and oil marketing companies, along with the news of the price hike, which may not be having any cheerful impact on the oil marketing companies, because which and all not going to compensate the losses what they have incurred till now since the war started and escalated, moving up with the crude oil prices even. So in the mixed way, the oil, gas, overall the energy sector will be in high focus today. Pharmaceuticals, with an attempt of recovering from the recent fall, it may be trying to defend the fall if and all any happens, and the mid-cap oriented pharma stocks will be in high focus for the long run. Telecom sector, based on the news of Bharti Airtel's one, the result that was, and along with the Vodafone Idea's news of fundraising, it will be highly engageful for the day. And IT, as we have explained yesterday, yesterday's one also in the way of moving lower with over 1%. Which means what? The 7% we have demonstrated the IT index has been corrected against our prediction of 16% once after confirming the close below 30,000. So in that way, it has extended its fall, and today we can see any turnaround happening or not. If the yesterday's low broken and closed with a 15 minutes time frame and all, that may be the confirmation for IT stocks to extend the fall further. Today's news-based, particularly from the earnings one, the stocks like Tata Motors passenger vehicles, Hindustan Aeronautics, JSW Steel, the very important result the company announced with many-fold of profit spike and the dividend even announced. So that will be totally dominating the metal index. That can be in focus. If any retracement with the way of profit booking and all happens on the stock, one can try to participate in the way of building long. Muthoot Finance, which also expected to move higher with a good result announced. Adani Green Energy, Adani Enterprises, these are all based on few news, particularly in the way of the US-based broadcast that has been going to be ended by the SEC of US. And that will be a favorable one for overall Adani stocks, particularly in Adani Green Energy. Hereafter, the Adani Green Energy and even followed by any other Adani Group stocks may be getting listed on US markets. That may be announced by the company soon. But anyhow, the Adani Group stocks will be having a good moment today on the positive side. Adani Enterprises with the bulk deal as well as the news of that US SEC based one. So that also can be in focus. IRFC, Hadco, Apollo Tires, Voltas are based on the earnings outcome. So that also can be focused by the day traders for getting an enhanced trading opportunities. Today, one can focus on the result-oriented stocks, starting with the Power Grid Corporation, the important one for the company, which has not shown any good improvement in the quarterly earnings for the recent quarters. We have to watch out whether this quarter is going to give a turnaround or not. Tata Steel, with a turnaround, it already experienced the cheerful one for the recent quarter on the Tata Steel. We have also saw today's one, the result probably getting a good one for the company. So in that manner, the Tata Steel along with the JSW Steel going to be in a dominant way, the metal sector will be experienced. Then SAIL, see the next one, that also in the way of announcing their result. So anyhow, the busy day for the metal sector today. Hindustan Copper, that also going to join under the metal sector. NHPC, Solar Industries, Premier Energies. This company's result that Premier Energy is going to release will be having a good one, and the guidance what the company is going to announce for the next quarter and even next financial year and all will be keenly monitored. Then you can take a call on the investment based bet on Premier Energies once the results announced in the way of positive more than the expected numbers. Cochin Shipyard, Godrej Industries, ITC Hotels, Amber Enterprises, Deepak Nitrate, Godfrey Flip are the companies under the today's earnings outcome based one. All traders are advised to maintain a firm stop loss discipline across all transactions. We can see some queries have fallen. IDBI can be bought at the current price of the query. So if you are a long-term investor, there is no doubt IDBI, even though the disinvestment by the LIC and all by the government side is being happen, it would be a great one for the long-term investors to being invested with the IDBI Bank Limited. So that can be focused, and even for the short term, until otherwise it is closing below 70 as a level of support, the probability will be very high for the stock to reach the 74 to 75 as the upside. So that also can be in focus for the near-term traders. Anyhow, the IDBI is in the way of investing or trading for the even short term. So thank you for your queries. So that's all from today's pre-market discussion we can have. We'll be having a special session for the market outlook on tomorrow, 11:30. So one can participate and get a sense and observation about the market's behavior and what are the things awaited for the next week, with the most important sessions and are coming, with the important dates and are approaching, one can participate and get the sense. Thank you for your participation. In today's pre-market outlook, we'll be meeting again on Monday. Until then, we will see everyone to have a fruitful trading day today and a happy weekend too. Thank you.